Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, you've read that right, as there is a new boss in town among gaming projectors. BenQ released their latest flagship model, the X3100i. With all the upgrades and improvements they made, it easily beats the previous X3000i, which I showcased last year as best projector money can buy. My name is Foryam, and in today's video I'm going to share pretty much everything you need to know about this jack-of-all-trades 4K HDR gaming projector, which makes up for the most immersive gaming sessions, but also create your own spectacular home cinema. And trust me, your family of friends, including the four-footed ones, simply can't get enough of the super sharp image quality. From box contents and specifications to gaming experience and even light tests further down the road. This video will basically have it all, so let's get right to it. If you're already familiar with my content, you already know by now that I primarily play games on PC. I absolutely love a big screen, as it gives you a much better overview in strategy games, dominate the battlefield in shooters, and get fully immersed during your adventures at the same time, when playing for example Skyrim or Starfield. This month I've tested the X3100i for both movies and gaming all round. I quickly want to thank Vanessa and Microsoft Europe for hooking me up with a next-gen Xbox, as well as the Game Pass, so I could record some of my favorite games for this showcase. Before we check out the footage though, let's first check out the contents. What can you expect inside the box? First off, the X3100i itself, with slight upgrades to its visuals, which we're gonna talk about in a second. A regulatory statement and full paper quick start guide to get this boy up and running in no time. Two primary adjustment feet, including a rubber one for mounting in different ways, including magnetic screws, a beautiful smart remote with voice control, ladies and gentlemen. Your wish is their command. Also comes with two AAA batteries, more paper info with a QR code for BenQ product support, the QSO2, which is BenQ's new Android TV dongle with built-in Google Assistant, Bluetooth, Chromecast, Netflix, and so much more. And of course, a power cable to get ready for gaming or start binging with family and friends. If we turn around the projector, on the back you can find two HDMI ports, a 12-volt trigger, USB port, SPDIF, as well as an old-school RS-232, and the audio out. On the side of the projector you can adjust the zoom and focus, as well as your menu buttons, input and power. On the top though, we also now have the new lens shift knob, which makes setup even easier. The projector has a pretty minimal and sleek design, which will fit in most interiors. I personally like it, as it's very similar to their previous model, the X3000i showcased last year. They did, however, make a noticeable upgrade to the front, as it used to have a glass pane in front of the lens. This one tends to catch quite some dust, so I'm glad they decided to remove it, which basically increases the performance of it even further. The specifications for BenQ's new 4K HDR flagship projector are impressive to say the least. The projection system is a DLP.65 with a true 4K resolution and 3300 ANSI lumens. It comes with a contrast ratio of 600,000 by 1 with 1.07 billion display colors. A native aspect ratio of 16 by 9 with 5 in total to choose from, a 100% color space with a 1.15 to 1.5 throw ratio. The impressive built-in lens can zoom in up to 1.3 times, with also a lens shift vertical, so you can adjust it in height 40 to 60%. It also comes with a 2D Keystone feature, so you can basically project images from the side, while the projection size can be massive. It also comes with a 5-watt Trevelo dual speakers, just like the previous version. It's a little bit on the bigger size and weighs almost 7 kilograms. It has plenty of picture modes, amazing new gaming features, built-in FPS Crosshair options, digital zoom, auto game mode, SettingsXChange and eARC, while it also comes with some impressive refresh rates and input lag based on the resolution you choose. If you somehow missed some information or maybe want to read things in detail, be sure to check out my link in the description, which you can find down below, so you can find basically all the information you need on the official BenQ product page. I already hear some of you guys think out loud, is this really an upgrade versus the X3000i showcased last year? Trust me guys, it is. Not only does it come with amazing new features, but also plenty of improvements to existing ones. I'm sure both newcomers to the world of gaming projectors and proud owners of different products will find these features very attractive. First off, we have the lens shift. The Beamer supports a 40 to 60% vertical lens shift, so when either mounted on the ceiling or placed lower on the ground, you can simply turn the knob to make perfect projections, easy mode, without having to sacrifice any image quality. It also comes with digital zoom. Switch from big picture to a smaller, even more detailed projected image without blind spots or compressed angles. Get things in your crosshairs even easier, or use it as a simple one-step setup for smaller distance projections. Have you ever tried landing arrow shots in a game like Rust without crosshairs? This can be a true pain. Thankfully, most games come with a built-in crosshair these days for which you won't need this feature, but the option to enable a custom crosshair overlay, improve your accuracy in game, I think this is an awesome extra feature. The previous model, the BenQ X3000i, already came with a couple built-in game modes for the best experience during shooters, racing games, RPGs, etc., while the newer version also comes with an auto switch mode and even more modes, which will automatically detect the active game you're playing and switch to the best profile. This feature is compatible with all different platforms connected, the Switch, Xbox and PlayStation input for a tailor-made gaming experience. On top of that, the SettingsXChange allows you to download custom image profiles created by BenQ and the gaming community for your favorite games. Whew, that's already a lot of information. If you enjoyed the video so far, it would be very much appreciated if you can take 1 second of your time to hit that like button. You have no idea how much it helps out the channel. But let's move on to the next chapter, to the Keystone. In most cases, you will install your precious gaming projector on a safe spot, like hang it on the ceiling and position it exactly in the middle while you're at it with the right angle. However, if you're switching rooms on a regular basis or throwing a movie night with friends every now and then, the 2D Keystone feature is an absolute lifesaver that allows you to project your image from the side, a different angle, and adjust the screen in just a couple seconds for the exact same result without sacrificing image quality. Anyways, let's talk about my absolute favorite chapter for the projector. I'm a pretty big fan of Sir David Attenborough's documentaries and basically any kind of nature series available on Netflix. Sea wolves on Vancouver Island, life on our planet, our national parks, etc. Witnessing the beauty of nature on a massive screen with vibrant colors, deep blacks and sharp detail, all with a fluent frame rate, is what the BenQ X3000i is amazing at. I already enjoyed this big time on the previous version, but the brightness on this one makes snowy landscapes and shimmering water scenes even better. Of course, you can expect the exact same result when playing video games or watching movies. Especially in a darker room, the colors really come to life. I mean, look at these crabs right here, jumping from one rock to the next. It's just beautiful to watch on a big projected image. I spent most of my testing during the day with the gaming sessions in the living room, while towards the evening we moved the projector to our bedroom to watch a couple series on Netflix. This was a pretty difficult thing to do on the previous X3000 as it didn't come with a built-in Netflix app. This one, however, with the QS02, the new Android TV dongle for BenQ's, well, it comes with everything. I hear you guys think out loud, 4 AM, movies are nice and all, but this is a 4K HDR gaming projector. So yes, let's get to the gaming part. Honestly, I was just getting warmed up because obviously the X3100i is king in the castle when it comes to playing games. It automatically detects your active platform with dedicated game modes like already talked about earlier, but yeah, if you prefer to switch to a certain picture mode, you can always manually do that with the projector's settings menu. You will also have access to those even more custom picture modes for your favorite games made by the community by checking out the SettingsXChange, but the FPS Crosshair and digital zoom options, which we talked about as well, can be found in the same menu. The low input lag and high refresh rate make up for an amazing gaming experience. I decided to play some of my favorite games on the Ultimate Game Pass with the next-gen Xbox, some of which I've covered plenty on the channel, like War Tales and Starfield. War Tales is my most played turn-based strategy adventure game, with plenty of role-playing elements similar to Skyrim. It plays amazing on a big screen. You'll need to strategically plan every next move and keep your eyes on many dangers ahead. Of course, I also had to check out Skyrim, as it's an all-time favorite, a classic among games. It's one of those titles I don't pick up easily anymore because it feels a little bit outdated when playing it on PC. Well, if you have a massive screen like with the X3100i, boy oh boy, starting anew is definitely recommended, as it really feels like an entirely fresh start, a new adventure. While I also wanted to push the blacks and whites, the vibrance of colors on the BenQ to the limits, for which I played Hollow Knight for a couple minutes. It has this beautiful and cute little art style with vibrant colors. The game's atmosphere is somewhat dark, but the bright lights placed here and there make it look so good when projected with the X3100i. Honestly, I'm not the best controller player either, so this was a perfect one for the list. Again, I'm an absolute noob when it comes to playing games with a controller, so I took a pretty big risk when I decided to play a couple games of Fortnite. It's been a pretty long time since I've touched the game, but hey, the sharp details when playing in 4K on this big screen makes it super easy to spot enemies in your surroundings. I decided to make a couple shots from the side so you can basically see all the UI elements in detail. And again, my camera isn't the best, so sometimes it definitely doesn't look as good as it is in reality. I also checked out the Hunter Angler on Game Pass, as I really enjoyed the Avalanche open world engine on Call of the Wild because of their massive worlds with intricate detail. This is one of those games where you get fully immersed by realistic lighting, the environment, which really comes to life because of the vivid colors, the deep blacks and bright whites. I didn't do a lot other than a little bit of fishing and walking around in slow-mo, but you get the point, the atmosphere feels super realistic. I really wanted to share this with you guys because my dog absolutely loved the quality of the projector as well. We were watching sea wolves on Vancouver Island and she basically got intimidated by one of the big boys right there. Instantly started barking and protecting me from harm. I don't know, it just feels so good when you see your dogs interacting with what's happening on the screen. It just feels very realistic for them. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did a lot more testing than that. I checked out Tunic, Sea of Thieves and plenty more different games. But I think it's more important to show you guys how well the BenQ X3100i performs. So let's move on to the light test. In the first image, I'm not using any artificial light to light up the room while it's daytime outside and sunlight is entering the living room. You can clearly see the projected image, which makes games still very playable during daytime and also movies or series easy to watch. Of course, when switching to pitch black or darkness, the projector's powers really start to shine, as black colors fade in the darkness of the room while light lights up the wall like crazy. This, of course, is what I would recommend to you to do at all times to have the best home cinema experience or see the smallest details from afar, enjoy your gaming sessions to the fullest in general. I also have a couple shots made from the sides basically. Check out different angles of the projector so you can see the quality of the image with a little bit of daylight from the sides. Another couple shots made with nature documentaries. I don't know, man, I simply can't get enough of those pure colors, the vibrance of it all. That's it. Everything you need to know basically about the BenQ X3100i. I personally think it's an amazing product to get your hands on if you absolutely love getting immersed in games. Want to have a massive screen for both movies and documentaries. I really enjoyed the time testing, so BenQ, thanks for giving me the chance to do so. But yeah, now you're probably thinking, is this one worth purchasing or worth upgrading from the previous version? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I already found the performance of the X3000i showcased last year very impressive. This one already delivered a fantastic gaming experience with very similar specifications, while it does come with slightly less lumens, 3000 instead of 3300. If you exclusively use your 3000i for gaming and don't really see the need of upgrading for the new features like the crosshair, the vertical lens shift, the digital zoom, etc., I think you're gonna be safe with the 3000i. if you're looking for a full package, both gaming and watching documentaries, series, movies on demand with a built-in Netflix app, Chromecast, Bluetooth, etc., then I think the X3100i is definitely worth upgrading for, as it feels much smarter in comparison with the previous version. If you already own a projector of maybe a different brand, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I am not a Beamer or projector showcase channel, so it's gonna be more difficult for me to judge if it's gonna be worth the upgrade. What I can say is that this projector keeps amazing me every single day, and I temporarily got rid of my TV. My smart TV is literally standing on the side right now, making room for that much bigger projection, and every evening we just take it back to the bedroom so we can continue watching some series with our dog on the bed. It's yeah, just a fantastic product. I would recommend it to you if you have the money for it, but that is pretty much it. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, it would be very much appreciated if you can take 1 second of your time, hit that like button, helps out the channel, and of course also people who are searching for a product showcase like this one. And if you have more questions about the projector, please do leave them in the comments down below. If you own one yourself, it would be very nice to hear your personal experience as well, so people of the community can read it. Again, my link with the official product page is in the description down below. So if you need more information, be sure to check it out. Right now though, it is 4 AM out. I would wish you an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Peace.